darken up the skyway. There's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane, just beyond the rain. Where the clouds are far behind me. Oh, where way up the chimney tops, that's where you find me. Beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't Thank you.
Center stage.
Hey, welcome back to Center Stage. I'm Frank Ruffalo. This is my better half.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm very emotional right now because that song just took me to a different level. My name is Alicia. Welcome to Center Stage. Today we have a very special show, and I say it to you every time, but every time it's another special Center Stage, don't you think? Michelle's not here because she's on a cruise.
Yeah.
So she's cruising around while we're centered around here on stage.
Right, we've got many people in house today. We've got Julia Langley. We'll be back a little later. Philip Hersh. We got Eli Marcus taking notes. So we're all here today. So.
And our first guest that we want to introduce you to is someone that will just keep you off of your feet. Is that how you say it?
Keep you off your feet or on your feet. I'm not sure what it is.
Okay.
Sweep you off your feet.
Sweep you off your feet.
Sweep. Okay,
I've worked in
sorry.
the kitchen, that's
I
enough.
speak 3 languages. Give me some discount, okay?
I do.
Philip Hersh. Not Langley, right? Hersh.
Hersh, yes.
Okay, Philip.
But I've been to Langley, VA.
You
Long
ha-
time ago. It's a long story.
Welcome, Philip Hersh.
It's good to be out of prison.
What personality do you have today?
It depends what you're looking for.
Well,
But I'm not going to be the cowardly lion.
do you want to be the Michelle?
If you want, I could transition. Give me 10 minutes.
So tell us, first of all, what do you? Well, let's tell the audience about who you are, what you do, what you're all about.
Wow, it's very kind of you. I'm in the hot seat right now, but I have to say, what an intro. It's kind of hard to top
Oh,
that.
she brought tears to
No,
my
I
eyes.
can tell.
My
It's
gosh.
powerful. My God.
Oh, and the way, okay, we'll talk about
Yeah.
that later
Oh,
because I don't want to take time from you.
No, don't even worry about it. I work in the entertainment industry. I don't know to look at you, which camera, it doesn't matter. I'll just look everywhere. And I've been acting for decades, and oh, there I am. Beautiful. And it's a lot of fun. I do TV, film, stage, interactive performances, voiceover work, and of course, voice impressions to boot. So.
Can you give us a little example of something that you do?
I certainly can. By the way, that was one of the greatest renditions I've heard in my entire life. It brought tears to my eyes. Ask Melania, she'll tell you. I was crying like a baby.
Can you
Incredible.
dance like him?
Could I dance like him? Kind of like this a little bit? That would be kind of hard. I might pull a hamstring, so I have to be careful. I didn't stretch yet. But thank you, though.
So you've been doing impressions your whole life, huh?
I started out doing sound effects when I was very young, decades ago. And I got in trouble at school.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, no, I did. I actually vocally reproduced a siren, and my school bus pulled over. And
What?
Yeah. I was sent to the principal's office, and my parents were livid, as you can only imagine. But the principal actually saw something different in me, and
Aw.
yeah, it was kind of weird because he said, you should push your son towards the arts because he's got a talent. And it was kind of neat when that happened. I didn't expect that, so that kind of lit a fire under me. And I said, I'm going to do this.
Can you do a little siren right now?
275. Freddie, pull over, please. I don't like your hat. Sir, take off your hat, please.
So stuff like that. Yeah, so it's a lot of fun doing that, and I'm a hit at parties. So
you're a hit everywhere you go.
well, it's kind of scary, and that's why, especially at a hockey game. But when I'm there, it's just if I'm bored, I could be a wallflower. All of a sudden, I'll do a sound effect, and people kind of like it.
And you were just telling me how you've been working on a film that's going to be released soon.
Actually, I did work. There is a film I'm going to be working on. I'm actually playing a character called Old Man Billy. It's called Night Shift the Movie, not to be confused with the other Night Shift film in 1982 with I think Michael Keaton and Henry Winkler.
Yeah.
Wow, good memory. Or the song, one of the greatest songs ever by the Commodores. That's just my opinion. So that film will be next year. I know, I'm full of them today. And so I'm excited about that, playing someone older than I am. And as you can tell, the gray hair doesn't hurt. So I'm kind of lucky. In fact, I even have hair. I'm lucky. Freddie, if you need any, let me know. I'll hook you up. I do. I have plenty. Not just here, but we'll talk later. So yeah, it's a lot of fun getting to work on different projects. I love doing stage, however. Interactive theater, murder mysteries, the scripted ones. Those are just great.
Yeah, talk to me about that. You're doing murder mysteries now?
Yeah, there's a company called Gibson House Murder Mysteries. They're based in Southwest Florida, and I've been with them now since February of 2024. And so usually we play all kinds of different roles. Like we do, I do usually play a detective. I do this Humphrey Bogart voice for the Maltese Crow.
Like show
murder.
us, like what?
It's like, hi folks, glad you can make it. Guess you know I'm Sham Shovel. I'm a gumshoe, see, a private eye. We used to get involved in some cases that were kind of peculiar where things would take a strange turn. Now, take the one I decided to tell you about tonight. Now, I figured me just telling you a story would be sure to get most of you yawning before I could wrap it up, so I asked some of my friends here to help me tell it. Case of the Maltese Crow murder start with my secretary, Isabel Rinking, announcing a visitor. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun and a lot of smoke. And no, just kidding, it's fake smoke. But it's pretty cool. You get fed well, you get to dress the part. So it's kind of a good excuse.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like a bucket list sort of thing.
It is, and we have a great cast. That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So, I'm involved in a couple of shows right now. There's another one called Funeral for a Gangster, which is kind of mob-themed. And I play a detective, but then I come back as a secondary character, which I cannot reveal. But I can tell you off the record. You'd get a kick out of that.
Tell me.
Well, I guess I'm on the record. My accent changes, let's put it that way.
Okay.
Completely.
How many accents can you do?
Well, let's see. Since I don't get out much, I tend to work on them a lot, and so I sometimes probably over 100 different voices, celebrity impressions, and accents.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Can you do anybody that's very like right now, like front center stage, like in the world right now? Somebody who's very
Well, he
popular.
just did.
No, aside from Trump, I mean somebody in Hollywood.
I'll tell you what, it doesn't have to be Hollywood, but I could. You know, I could go there if you want, because I'm always in the news. I get in trouble, especially with Hillary. But I digress. But anyways, no, it's a lot of fun being here at center stage. You know, I like to come over here and pump a little bit of iron. But it's so good. And, you know, by the way, when you cried a little bit earlier, it brought a tear to my bratwurst. I started to cry too because I thought I was going to burn it. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of like the crazy Arnold voice. But, yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know, just doing stuff like that.
Do you ever like put that character into like that accent into a circumstance, like, and then?
Usually when I'm being cut off in traffic. Like, get back to the chopper now. You called it the right turn. So, and you know, welcome to I-95.
Get out of tickets that way too?
That would be a little hard to get out of, you know, especially if someone can go, hey, yo, how you doing? I mean, look, I didn't realize I was going 35 in a 15, but it happens. But no, it usually doesn't work that way. But sometimes, I'll tell you the best way to get out of a ticket. I'm glad you brought that up. Number one, speak like a Canadian. For some reason, I don't know why, but when you get pulled over and you start talking, how's it going, officer? Geez, you know, I didn't realize I was speeding there. I apologize for that. You know, hockey playoffs are here. And, you know, sometimes you want to get to the sports part to, you know, catch a game. But I'm just so sorry. I did not know the speed limit. I'm unfamiliar with the rules. You know, I live up north in Chicoutimi. You know where that is? I don't either. But it's okay. You could check out my license plate if you want. You like hockey? I'll buy you a donut after the game, coach? And that's when I get pulled over. But usually it's, you know, you just kind of deal with it. But I've been lucky. You know, cops have let me go. You know,
Really?
They hear the accent.
Because you pulled a Canadian?
Yeah, I went full Canadian. You know, I mean, I am Canadian. Obviously, I'm born there, as you can tell right now. But when I make the accent a little heavier, they kind of feel sorry for me.
It's polite.
Yeah, I'm very polite. That is the key. Be polite. They go, oh, you're Canadian. and that's it. And then, you know, all of a sudden I get 3 tickets. So it's all good. I got the hat trick. But yeah, it's all fun. I don't mind. But, you know, I try to watch my speed. And you have to. I mean, it's a scary time driving. People don't realize it.
And just so the audience knows, I mean, before we were even on, he did like 3 or 4
I did?
karaoke songs.
Yes, I did.
He even did Bohemian Rhapsody, including the opera part.
Not only did the glass break, but the cats were meowing and got into fights. I was taking bets outside, and we did quite well. I went with Mr. Pickles. I'd say that Tabby's got a future. Let me tell you something. He's like the Mike Tyson of cats. You know, it's like,
Well, you know, sometimes, you know, when I get a little bit of catnip and all that stuff, and, you know, I start to scratch a little bit, I start to meow.
so yeah, but it was kind of cool doing that. And you know, it's a great warm up. I highly recommend it. Do karaoke, even if you can't sing. Just pretend that you know what you're doing, and it's all good.
So long story short, do
Yeah.
karaoke and become a Canadian if you get a ticket.
Pretty much, because if you start singing, then they're going to ask you, I'd like you to walk in a straight line, please. And then, you know, you have to just do a little stray cat strut, and hopefully you're not going to miss the line. So,
And I'm not gonna, I mean, it's very obvious, but what
Really?
would you say is your superpower, even though you already, I think you said it.
I did, jeez. I think my ability to improvise, because I've been in situations where I've had to improvise, and having street smarts, if you will. And, you know, sometimes you could be pulled over by a cop or something, and you just got to be ready. So,
So is there anything you're doing locally that our audience can find you somewhere doing all your shtick, or
the last
being
thing
a
I
detective
did,
or anything
center
else?
stage.
Center stage.
Yeah, right here. Very local.
Very local.
Sí, local.
Where the stage
Not
is
local,
always
local.
centered. Local.
Yes.
Local.
Well, actually, I do have some murder mysteries coming up in Southwest Florida. I've got a couple of performances. One is for Maltese Crow Murder, which I did a little sample of, and the other one is called Funeral for a Gangster. So that's going to be, I think, in Fort Myers, Naples, roughly in that area.
I love that title, A Funeral for Gangster.
Yeah, it's pretty neat, and it's kind of cool to play two roles in that. You know, obviously I come in as the detective, and then I come back as a secondary character, which again I can't mention because I don't want to give it away.
Well, or the gangsters are gonna kill you.
Yeah, pretty much. I'll be sleeping with the fishes.
You know, so that could be a problem. You know, they'll make me an offer I can't refuse or understand.
Fantastic.
Thank you. It's very good.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. And then we will be back with Julia and some other surprises, maybe.
Continued.
At 11:11 we pause. With a deep breath, close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Imagine a gentle wave rolling towards the shore. As you exhale, picture the stillness at the crest of the wave. Breathe in the love in your heart. Exhale and release all your love to the extremities. At 11:11, remember peace begins with the breath. Love begins with the heart. And kindness is the gift we can all share. And that center stage, brought to you by Sea Sirens.
Discover the books of Frank A. Ruffalo, an internationally acclaimed author and accomplished screenwriter with IMDb credits. From the gripping Jack Stenhouse series to inspiring faith-based adventures, Frank A. Ruffalo delivers stories that captivate, thrill, and uplift. Whether you crave suspense, action, or a journey of spirit, his books bring unforgettable characters and powerful storytelling to every page. Get your copy today at frankaruffalo.com or amazon.com or AMP Media Studios. Don't just read a book. Experience the world of Frank A. Ruffalo. Get your signed copy today.
This is Smoke Barbecue. We're located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. If you can see their faces on our crew and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Pia writes back.
Welcome back
Yep,
to
here we are
Center
again.
Stage. And here we have, well, you heard her beautiful voice that just took me like beyond the rainbow. And singing with, what is it, Bluebirds? Happy Birds. Julia Langley. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so
And
much.
on the break, she was singing with Philip. They were doing Sonny and Cher. So hopefully we will get you two to sing that or something.
Okay, that's a little impromptu.
That will be.
I like impromptu.
But if we have lyrics flashing on the screen, I would be willing to.
Yeah, I can do it with lyrics.
Yeah, I'll change my hair.
Well, we'll do karaoke later then.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
Freddie, get me a wig.
So Julia, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here. Really, you're phenomenal. What a gift you are, to the world. You too, Philip, but I'm talking about Julia.
Well, I appreciate that because now I don't feel like chopped liver. Thank you. I appreciate it. Just kidding.
Kosher chopped liver.
Exactly, kosher.
So Julia, tell me about just so you guys know her background. She was with Cirque du Soleil for how many years?
18 plus.
18 years.
Yeah.
A singer in Cirque du Soleil. So you can imagine like how phenomenal that is. And tell us, what a beautiful voice you have. My God.
Thank you.
Classically trained, obviously.
I am trained, yes. I started, but I come from a family of singers, and it's generational. So my grandparents on both sides sang, and that was back in the day where my grandmother and all her 13 brothers and sisters went to singing school, and that's what they did growing up in the country. So they all learned to play musical instruments. They all learned to sing. So it's just handed down, and my mom's a writer, my dad sang, my sister sings, so it's a family affair. honestly.
It's in your blood. It's in your DNA.
It was as important to my education as, say, math. And that was, my parents put a heavy emphasis on education, but music was part of that. So.
And what are you doing right now at this moment?
What I do, well, I still do perform,
Right.
and but I do have a business that I run called Bold and Confident Voices, where I train other aspiring singers and speakers. So it's not just singers anyone that really wants to take center stage, step up, use their voice. And so I train people in a lot of different ways through presence. I train them with technical skills. I train resilience, mindset, all of everything that goes into making a person confident and strong and bold when stepping out.
Because when I was watching you sing, and I can see that she's using her diaphragm, but then she's using her pipes, and pipes that I've never used before. Like the way you can just utilize everything. Can you give us some kind of tidbit or something?
Well, it all does work together, and this is the foundation. So you're talking about technical singing here, right? So we're going to take out all the emotional part of the singing right now and just talk about it. Everything has to engage this diaphragm that's lifting up your rib cage right here. It actually has to contract to support. It's what gives you that control that you have. And particularly the song I chose to open with today requires a lot of control, especially moving around on it. So yes, it requires the diaphragm.
It felt like you swallowed the birds and they were singing through you.
Well, that's
right?
very sweet. Thank you. What a compliment. Thank you. One thing I do want to say, though, that you bring this up, when I was working for Cirque, one of the athletes, I used to train with them before shows. And I remember the contortionist was like, you have a six-pack. I've never, and you're a singer. Like, they don't expect the singers or the musicians to be fit like that. But the truth is, if you are using that diaphragm, you can get it develop it from singing, from breathing, if you're using the proper technique.
Even doing voiceover work, same thing.
That's right,
I have
100%.
to use my abdomen. If I have a monologue or something I have to recite quickly, you make sure that you're breathing properly. So
well, if you don't, you'll lose your voice.
Also,
you get tired. You run out of steam.
Yes.
You get hoarse.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and it. Honestly, speaking is harder on your voice than singing is, truthfully. So if you are a singer who speaks a lot, you've got a double thing going on here. So you have to, and a lot of times speakers don't think about the warm-ups. They don't think about the breath training that goes into it. So they're doing themselves a disservice by just jumping into a 45-minute talk without really getting their mind centered and their body warmed up.
And I've done shows where people have lost their voice, and that too can be, a little scary.
100%.
But I do those 10-minute vocal exercises. You can find those on YouTube.
That's how, or you can call me.
Or call you, even better.
Because that's what and I help people learn how, not just that, we do technical training, but we also, there's also a lot of resilience and mindset training that goes in. You have to get your head in the right spot. I mean, if your head's not in the right spot, it's going to show when you stand behind a microphone.
Now, you do that in the studio, or do you do that at their homes, or either way?
I do it virtually. I have clients this is why, Julia Langley Global. I have clients all over the world. We were talking about England before the show. I have several clients in England that I work with. I have some Canadian clients. So I am international. That's cool. And I've trained Olympic athletes, a lot of Cirque performers, some people on America's Got Talent. I can think of 3 right now that were on AGT that I worked with. So so it's very important to me that they have a lot of ambition, because I have high I set the bar really high. And I have high expectations. So, if you're that person that wants to work and really wants to meet your goals as far as using your voice, or maybe you just want to learn how to use your voice. You're so shy that you don't speak up for yourself. And a lot of people will come to me like, I need to know how to be more bold and more confident.
More forthcoming.
Yes, and that's part of it. So
assertive.
So you help people change the lives. Like, wow, you have a huge impact.
Well, I noticed when I first started doing it, when I first started, it was technical training, just like what we were talking about with the breathing. But I started noticing other things happening with people when they would do these things. They walked into the room a little differently. So their shoulders were straighter, their posture was better, they had more clarity. It was really interesting, and this is just training their voice. So it's a transformational thing. It's not just, okay, you're getting technically a better singer or a better speaker. You're actually training your whole body, and you're training your life. And I can sit here and I can name names where it has taken them on a path that's giving them a whole tribe of people in theater. It's giving them friends. It's giving them relationships. It's spilled over into so much, not just using your voice, but into your entire personal life. And that is the joy that I get from working with people. So yeah, I love it.
So you two guys still want to do a karaoke, or
Yeah,
do you
I
wanna
would say
attempt
so.
it, or
Yeah,
I think
I'd like to give it a try. What do you say there, Cher?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna do a karaoke.
Hang on, I'm going to fix my
on
hair.
the break,
Sunny.
you know, Sunny right
Yeah.
here, Philip, and Cher right here.
Oh dear.
Just like Jesse James.
Wow, I couldn't have said that better myself. We have any lyrics? Kind of
Yeah.
old. Oh, here we go.
Just kidding. I'm ready. Oh, yeah, we get it.
At 11:11 we pause. With a deep breath, close your eyes. Breathe in slowly. Imagine a gentle wave rolling towards the shore. As you exhale, picture the stillness at the crest of the wave. Breathe in the love in your heart. Exhale and release all your love to the extremities. At 11:11, remember peace begins with the breath. Love begins with the heart. And kindness is the gift we can all share. And that center stage, brought to you by sea sirens.
Discover the books of Frank A. Ruffalo, an internationally acclaimed author and accomplished screenwriter with IMDb credits. From the gripping Jack Stenhouse series to inspiring faith-based adventures, Frank A. Ruffalo delivers stories that captivate, thrill, and uplift. Whether you crave suspense, action, or a journey of spirit, his books bring unforgettable characters and powerful storytelling to every page. Get your copy today at frankaruffalo.com or amazon.com or AMP Media Studios. Don't just read a book. Experience the world of Frank A. Ruffalo. Get your signed copy today.
This is
They only
Smoke Barbecue.
chicken down
We're
there.
located in Fort Lauderdale at 3351 Northeast 32nd Street, Fort Lauderdale 33308. Our website is www.eatsmokebbq.com. It's EATSMOKEBBQ.com. You can order online. We also do catering for 10 to 10,000.
If you are looking to bring your family out to an incredible food venue, this is the place. We're at Smoke Barbecue in East Fort Lauderdale. Everything is amazing. If you can see their faces on our crew and the amount of food that they have taken down in about 15 minutes is absolutely unbelievable.
And we're still going. I can't talk, I'm eating.
And everything is coming. So here, let's eat.
Be right back.
Back on me. How we doing? We're gonna have a quick little impromptu karaoke between you can guess who you're gonna be singing, because I have no idea what we're gonna be doing, and then we'll end the show with on an up note. So take it away.
You have that little black top hat I could wear? That'd be
That's great. Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to wear it.
Okay.
Yeah, just,
Okay.
wow, you are Canadian. Okay, here we go.
They say love won't pay the rent, even though I know that.
I lack some sense.
Okay. I got you, babe.
I got you, babe. I got you, babe.
Here we go, look at that. Wow.
And that's Center Stage.
That's
Yeah.
Wow, I really did forget those words.
Stay
yeah.
tuned for the Brooklyn Cafe show coming up next. Thank you so much for watching. We love you, Michelle. Bon voyage,
Catch
mademoiselle.
us on YouTube. You want all our other shows.
Beautiful.
Thank you for watching.